You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
I'm a bad number 9. I did dribble, I did dive.
Kalon's design they present the king of comedy, the funniest man at salon, comedian faculty. This is the big show where everybody they wait for. The event go happen na Radisson Blu Mamioko Hotel na Aberdeen this year, April 10, and they start 7 o'clock sharp. This year own event gets special title. We call them the DNA edition. It go loud, it go sweet, it go full of serious laugh. Ticket and day for sale as follows. Diploma, 200 leons. Degree, 500 leons. Masters, 1,000 leons. PhD, na by donation. If you want laugh, so tell you belly arts, no miss this one. This them now we sponsor. For sponsorship and more information, call now and make your own brand join this unforgettable night with comedian faculty. See you on the 10th of April.
Freetown City Council Public Notice Enforcement of Frontage Cleanliness. The Freetown City Council FCC has observed with serious concern that many owners and occupiers of buildings within the municipality of Freetown continue to neglect the cleaning and maintenance of their frontages, premises, and private drainage systems. In several instances where cleaning is attempted, waste is left piled near drainages, creating an unsightly, unhealthy, and environmentally hazardous condition. Part 3 of the Freetown City Council Solid Liquid Waste and Collection Bylaws 2024, Clause 8, Subsection 1A clearly states, an owner or occupier shall maintain and keep clean his frontage, premises, and private drainage systems. Clause 8, Subsection 2 further provides that an owner or occupier who contravenes sub-relegations 1 commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 5,000 new leons or to imprisonment for not exceeding 6 months or to both fine or imprisonment. The Freetown City Council hereby informs the public that full enforcement of the city bylaws has commenced. The FCC Metropolitan Police have been deployed across the municipality to monitor compliance, conduct routine patrols, and document violations. Any individual, business, or institution found contravening the above provisions will face immediate penalties, including fines not exceeding 5,000 new leons, imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months, or both fine and imprisonment as provided by law. A clean city is not only a legal obligation, it is a shared responsibility. When residents fail to maintain their frontages or misuse public spaces, the entire city suffers the consequences. FCC therefore urges all residents, businesses, and institutions to cooperate fully and maintain their surroundings. A clean city begins with you. Maintain your frontage, dispose your waste properly, respect public spaces, and obey the law.
Wise men bank with UBA.
Wise women
Pupils in Sierra Leone, do you have a creative writing skills? Would you love to win a brand new laptop and a scholarship grant worth up to 50,000 new leones? Then, this is your moment. The UBA Foundation, with support from UBA Sierra Leone in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, is proudly launching the 5th edition of the 2025-2026 UBA National Essay Competition, as the UBA Sierra Leone has teamed up with the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, ILRAJ, to make it bigger and better. Are you a senior secondary school pupil anywhere in Sierra Leone? Then get ready to showcase your ideas. Write a handwritten essay of not more than 500 words on the topic gender-based violence in schools, causes, consequences, and solutions. And yes, the rewards are exciting. First prize, a brand new laptop plus a 50,000 new leones scholarship grant. Second prize, 30,000 new leones. And third prize, 20,000 new leones. Remember, your essay must be handwritten, not typed. Upon submission, please include your full name, passport photograph, your age, town and district, school name, and of course, the name and phone number of your parent, guardian, or teacher. Submit your essay at any UBA branch, MBSSE Regional Office nationwide, or the ILRAJ office, or send us a scanned copy to cfcsierra-leone@ubagroup.com. For more information, please call us on 078 200 200 or 099 22 11 22. Deadline for submission, April 30th, 2026. So, sharpen your pen, share your ideas, and be the voice for change. Visual impaired students are also encouraged to apply. The UBA Foundation National Essay Competition, unlocking young talent and shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Write it, submit it, win it.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. This morning, we stream live on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring this edition come to you this Thursday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Medel Kaba. Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 9th day of April 2026. Inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we know say the All People's Congress APC Party done the call for the withdrawal of the Chief Electoral Commissioner, na the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, ECSL. Well, we want for know this morning, waiting the ECSL they do currently amidst this call where the opposition they make for letting withdraw the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Is the ECSL working towards the 2028 elections, or are they waiting to see the outcome of the opposition then request where they don't make? Well, we discuss that inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. You go kind of wait exactly don't they go on na ECSL.
And also, we still wait for a from the political parties registration commission as the public on the call on them say they want for a from them regarding a statement where His Excellency the President will make over the weekend. Na Matku John way then be they open the new party office. Well, up till now, PPRC not able for come it with a word to the media who still they look forward to Emmanuel Koivaya Amara and in team. Then before now they've been so responsive, especially with any member of the media call them, but then 2 days it's like they're still busy.
It's a network issue. You know, so they get network issues now. So something it don't extend to them as well. They know they see the missed calls.
Oh my God, Salon sweet. But I will get data.
And even abroad, they like the sweetness of Salon.
So, Emmanuel Koevaya, your team, your executive secretary.
We are trying to meet up.
Yes.
Because no.
Do you una be paddy there? Una be the people call them fast. But when I look the ghost with them today, and we say now just messenger them. Now the people can send we to una because they not get that direct contact with una. So whatever it is, if you don't have something to say, just tell us you don't have something to say rather than acting busy.
You know, say silence is golden. Silence is golden.
Oh my God. All right, we continue the breakfast show, and today again we can talk to one critical institution. I say critical because they get a very big role for play in consolidating Sierra Leone peace and democracy. And this institution are one way responsible for bloody whistle, especially ten the way una the citizen and can go cast una vote for people the way una believe say go calm govern and work for una as servants them. This institution we all can remember from after 2023 election, lots of things them done they happen, reviews them done they happen, reforms them, then done they happen inside there, especially after we then we get the tripartite committee make some recommendation them. Everybody busy now they implement in your side of the recommendation, except the government and the opposition, then say they don't mix again. But if opposition say I'm not working, I don't mix, and they sit down amuse, that mix no mix.
They say they don't complete 80%.
Now waiting the chief negotiator for government say. We talk to the chief negotiator for the opposition, they say na lie.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get Albert Masako with at the studio. Albert's been in this institution for a very, very, very long time, and he's still hold the fort tight. And we'll see the add one feather to cap. Congrats.
Thank you.
Now we'll talk to in a law. That law.
You know, so you're always under that path. You know they care Albert, so they bring you so back.
Anyway, so let me just start the conversation to the most topical issue. I know, say, His Excellency the President, through the powers of the Constitution game, it appoints for a new electoral commissioner. We not a new person, don't do for over 2 decades at this particular institution as a commissioner. Now we don't go to the highest level as Chief Electoral Commissioner. But one of the main player them, when are the main opposition party, and one other who don't know it, who don't know that person contest in from the time we did at the stage of nomination up till the time we go through parliament, and up till now the contest. Firstly, una the commission. What you don't do for try for bridge this divide, this gap between now the APC and that of Edmond Alpha?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me here. Firstly, before I answer the question directly, I just want to give background to the current Chief Electoral Commissioner, Chairman, and National Returning Officer. These are 3 important titles for make Fambul understand. But before that, I don't privilege for work with the current chairman for over 20 years at the Electoral Commission, where we started at field level, operational level, departmental level, then in opportune for go higher at policy level. So for the past 20 years, all of us we don't work together. Now coming to the titles, the current Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman is properly seated, as I don't establish from the intro. He is the chairman of the Board of Commissioners. We get 6 commissioners. You have 5 and the chair. And he is the chair of that board. Just like if you have a company, Then they deal with administrative issues, even like, for example, hiring and firing of staff and all of that. So he is the chair of that board. That's the first one. Then he is the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Our business, as per the Constitution of Sierra Leone, now for conduct elections. So now in the number one person for conduct elections, like police, then they say the Chief Constable, now the IG. So the Chief Electoral Officer, in this context, when the Chief Electoral Commissioner, he is the number one person for the conduct of elections. But most importantly, this is the title way the Constitution gives just him alone. The others, somebody can act as chair in the board, somebody go act as acting CC and all of that. But one title,
All right, welcome back. Apologies for that short cut there due to power cuts, as usual. Well, we continue the breakfast show. We still get Albert Massakoy na the studio this morning. He come out na the Electoral Commissioner of Sierra Leone, ECSL. Earlier this morning for council, we waiting on the happen na the commission. And before we get the interruption, the Albert, you be the explain about the role and the position where the current chairman of the ECSL carry.
Yes, the most important one now serving as National Returning Officer. He is the only one, as per the Constitution, we give that mandate. It simply means the National Returning Officer now the only officer or individual we get mandate authority for announce certified election results. No other person. That is a role that is not delegated. So when you put all of them three positions together, chairman of the Board of Commissioners, the Chief Electoral Commissioner, some people can call him Chief Electoral Officer because he's the head of all of us. Then, of course, as the National Returning Officer, he is now, all of these titles now bestowed on Mr. Edmond Sylvester Alpha. And prior to that, he has served as Commissioner for the Southern Region. He was in his second inning, meaning he do in first 5 years, then later he do in second 5 year when this other title long come add when at the CEC and chairman. So he has been through and through for the past 20 to 21 years in the commission. He is properly seated. Now coming to waiting we don't do as a commission. The commission is engaging with stakeholders.
We can't so waiting I don't do as a commission. The question been there around waiting the chairman and the commission they do amidst this popular call from the opposition about imposition within the contest, say enough fit for the another position there.
Well, the first place, the issue of enough fit for the another position, it is of no moment. The reason why I say that, the reason why the reason why I don't state that now the fact that he has been in the Electoral Commission for over 20 years, and prior to that, he don't serve at policy level as Electoral Commissioner. Now just one step move up. Arguably, no other person will go the way more qualified than him in that context. The aspect of whether he's fit or not can only be determined by the court or Prior to that, now Parliament, because now Parliament they approved. The question now is, did he go through Parliament? That's the first one. Was he approved? Then if Parliament don't approve him, any other person will say enough fit, it's just an opinion. Opinion in a sense, you can say it. It's always between now so this person say, now so this other person say. So the first issue is when there is a presidential appointment for the CEC and chairperson. You go through all of the processes. You the end now Parliament. We are in like it is an interview panel. Then after the approval, at the well of Parliament, he went through the approval, and from there he has taken the oath of office. So currently, the Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman is properly seated. So that simply means no other person. And there comes in the issue of because enough it make a commot. I mean, it is also of no moment because you can only, if you go to the Constitution, there are provisions for make somebody lost in seat or office. For the sake of argument, say, enough fit for Didi. He's already, or rather before his appointment, he was an electoral commissioner at the board. I told you about a board of 6, you get the Chief Electoral Commissioner and 5 commissioners. He has been there for over 7 years. So that simply tells you, see, he has been there. It's just like moving from one step to another.
Is it the most senior currently? In terms of serving Nadi Commission? Because
he is properly seated, he is the most senior. He is now the Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman. Going back to the years, yes, we go put him from that angle because since 2005, all of us came to the commission and he has moved on at higher level. I've never been a policy maker from field office to departments.
So don't go through the ranks?
All of us, yes. Whilst I was district elections officer in Bombali, he was district elections officer in Tonkolili, like so many other colleagues, including even one of the commissioners, winner Commissioner Koma, SF Bindi. So all of us have gone through the ranks, but he has moved higher because he was relatively a senior person.
Albert, a lot of concerns will come with Edmond Alpha contesting in position. One way visible way the APC don't they talk about gets for do with the role we play in the 2023 elections. Where so many people they don't raise concern around that, they try to know whether this is true or not. From the commission, whose role Edmond Alpha been play in the 2023 elections?
Commissioner Edmond Sylvester Alpha, because you are making reference to 2023, was one of the commissioners. And we have collective responsibility. Not to like for say he play any special role as compared to any other, but as a board of commissioners, we take full responsibility. By extension, even the electoral commission where they can talk on behalf of, we take full responsibility of whatever we do. We played our role, and for the past 20 years, we have been playing the same role. And in elections, it is always a contest. There are always disagreements. But it not means say because somebody disagree with electoral processes or the outcome, meaning the process is not legitimate. This is always what we can say. We know as a commission, we conducted the elections. It was not 100% perfect because we have logistical issues here and there. But again, the law makes provision that if anybody want contest or anybody is aggrieved, you go to the court. It is only the court that will state. Now, anybody will say the election not being free and fair. It's just an opinion because somebody else will come and say it was free and fair. For example, when person win election, for them, it was a good election because I won the election. But whosoever will not win the election would always penal that particular statement that the election not free and fair. It is only the courts that will come in and say this election was free or fair or not credible. Basically, that's the reason why the commission still stand on its position when the Chief Electoral Commissioner announced the election results. Moving forward, we still maintain that.
Albert, some of the things then we, the opposition, APC, they talk about, well, wouldn't they use for Judge Sylvester Alpha say enough fit for the another position, not about in qualification. One, then they question a level of integrity. Two, then they question a level of professionalism, especially with what they believe say Edmond Alpha and the other commissioner then be do for rig 2023 elections. Now, some of the things then this way the APC the tower say Edmond Alpha not for day under and enough for take them to 2028 election because it lack the integrity for be Chief Electoral Commissioner.
I happy you the question we pose, you put them in inverted comma for rig the election. So that tells you the election was not rigged. It is an allegation. And until that allegation is proven in a court of law. So whosoever will say the election was rigged, quote unquote, it is still an allegation and it has to be proven. You cannot determine the fitness of an individual if you don't prove that. However, we can also go the other level. We have 17 registered political parties. Based on numbers, if 15 say they approve, 2 say, well, we don't want them, then based on that, you can say if it's like we prefer for go the 15 over the 2 because them all get the opportunity for say their view. But for make that issue of rigged election, quote unquote, it is only the court that will determine that. Anybody or any institution will use that terminology, rigged, as long as it not proven. We are in evidence, get for going to court, it is proven, it is just mere opinion, and we'll continue for say this and this and this. You cannot use an opinion to justify why somebody is not fit, but rather you can use the court, that is one, based on evidence, or even if it is popular. We have 17 registered political parties. 15 say one of the parties in the last engagement we get was NGC. NGC say after they received the letter, they called him to an interview. They asked all the tough questions, and based upon the interview, they were convinced that he was fit. At least if you can look at it from NGC's perspective, he was fit because then call. I'm sure all the other political parties would have given him that opportunity for say, this is what we think about you. Okay, can make we discuss. If you've based on the engagement with him, then therefore we don't make the judgment. But you cannot use a collective assessment in 2023, which he was part of, which he is proud of, to say you single him out. Besides, even before he has been appointed, right before he was appointed, now been electoral commissioner, meaning he did in office.
The APC, they not just single him out, then they argue, say, based on what they agree, that the agreement for national unity will bond the tripartite committee. Some of the recommendation now for pull Edmond Alpha and all the other commissioner them will conduct the 2023 election where then still they get question about, then use a search and nomination committee for appoint the next set of commissioners.
I'm not too clear about that interpretation of the tripartite. See, then get for pull person, then implement search committee. What it mean know is they are going to still be in office. Let's assume there's going to be a search committee, inclusive of the current commissioners. If there is going to be a search committee, the search committee will also search for the winner current commissioners because they are also Sierra Leoneans. In the search committee, if they're not qualified, it's another matter for the search committee, but I don't understand say then they come out first. There's not going to be any vacuum.
No one send it because now then cause
no,
the
what
problems where the country they face now.
No, what we are
with
saying,
electoral integrity.
No, my understanding of the tripartite with regards to search committee is not first remove the current commissioners. There is going to be a law where they bring in search committee. The search committee will go for search for every Sierra Leonean, including even if the one they already now interested for continue. Now during that search, you go pass or you not pass. But I don't know about it, then they come out first.
So if the search committee come now safe today, Edmond Alpha and the other commissioner, them with the APC say they don't want because they cause the problems of 2023, the search committee go still search for them?
Well, your question is hypothetical. If the search committee come, let us wait for the law. when we have that law as a search committee, every other, even if myself one be commissioner or any of them, waiting the law get for dictate. If the law say current one now serving commissioner una all go through the search committee, then they are going to be subjected to that. But as long as there is no law for the moment, we still continue to talk about what does not exist as a law. For me, as a legal mind, I will talk about what is the law. The law is don't happen. However, if the search committee becomes a law, if the law say even current serving electoral commissioners for pass through the search committee, of course they would go through it, because if they don't go through it, then they will not become commissioners or continue as commissioners.
Albert, how the commission handled the allegation of Mr. Alpha turning 49 to 149?
When you talk about elections, in the first place, we have various levels of operations. We have presiding officer. We have, within the polling station, we have other staff. Mr. Alpha is not a presiding officer. So to say he turned 49 to 149, of course, it's not true. Because
who said the allegation?
No, what we are saying,
these are some of the things them where the APC hold on against.
No, who said the first misrepresentation, the fact that Mr. Alpha turned 49 to 149. Now make us see elections. When you go to, let me quote Afarijan, the former CC of Ghana. He say elections like development, it starts at local level. Even elections at local level, meaning polling station level. Now they fill in the RRF forms. I'm not saying 49 not on 149, but the fact that now Edmond Alpha in name 9 on 149 was not true, because not so in the polling station.
So not so Edmond Alpha being done.
No, the issue is, the allegation is now Edmond Alpha turned 49 to 149. The issue is he was not there. Whatever the allegation, now polling station, now they allege say 49 turn 149. Not so like they can with results, then it can turn along the line. Now at polling station, what I'm saying, there is an audit report. No, there is an audit report.
No, what are they say? The allegation now, where the contest,
there was a complaint.
Edmond Alpha was not even there. But now under in watch, the region where it is supervised.
The thing is, we had 2 elections in that particular region. Where it became, yes, now in 2 elections, the district and 1 ward election. He was in one of the elections and not in the other, meaning supervising, not serving as presiding officer. The role he played was to ensure that even when the allegation came, we all been in at the tally center. It was Commissioner Alpha who even drove one of the staff that everybody was pointing to. Now he said, okay, move out of here, because you named Donka up, say there is an allegation on you. It was Commissioner Alpha, the then, who just stood down that staff, say, okay, push, go on this other side. And he superintended over all the processes, till to the point where we will not even complete, because time don't go. We come with everything now, the tally center now Freetown. He was in charge until the final conclusion, and there is a report to that effect. And everything wherein we did the audit, there is a report. But I can understand the concept now. Mr. Commissioner Alpha turned 49 to 149.
Why the results were commodity?
It was during. That is another misrepresentation that is certified. It is the commission that satisfies results. Well, I mean, when the commission meets,
but the commission and they meet.
Yes.
Before the commission certify the results.
Yes. When the commission not certified,
then just the pull and the field can give the commission. For commission and they meet.
That's what the commissioner officially represents that the commissioner.
That's what I'm saying. If we are able to understand processes, then we can understand them collectively. We go take responsibility. But now the issue is now Commissioner Alpha. Then do all of that. I was there. I was also an eye. I was there. I was there when Commissioner Alpha said, okay, if this individual now the blame, That's okay, well, you move out of here. He did that. And the process not only completely, we came with all the materials. We even went further because in elections, we get the RRFs, they need in different batches. You get the one for the tally center. We also get the one for the district. He even called for the district tally, district election results. From it, we can compare. At the end of the day, the issue is when people make allegations, they don't follow on the outcome. After the outcome, everything became clear. And there is a report to that effect. And the commission eventually announced the results. Wherein Uda win, be win, Uda no win, no win. But the allegation that was made was not true. And specifically now putting it now that it was Commissioner Alpha who he was not the presiding officer. He was the electoral commissioner, and there is a report to that effect which I can share with you for me when I read and understand some of these reports. But I can understand the concept.
Why now Edmond Alpha name so loud in this allegation?
Because now Commissioner Alpha is at the helm, so let us use this now for we smear him. For me, that's what I will.
Is it a smear campaign?
Yes, smear in a sense.
So why would the APC smear or start a smear campaign on Edmond Alpha?
In the first place, let it be the Electoral Commission.
Not an individual.
Not an individual. That is one. Then secondly, even amongst, I don't make mention now, we have the Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman. We have the National Returning Officer. In 2023, we had a National Returning Officer who gets the rights and power over all of them as chair of the board. But now one individual has been singled out. So it is that one individual we named the one for smearing because he don't move to that level. But moving forward,
moving forward, you sound like you defend Mr. Alpha in all of the allegation there. And then people are with the allege, the question in integrity. Now key player them. And we don't hear Edmond Alpha they say he need them on board. So things saying attend this for Edmond Alpha come out and try for give a reason for let them believe say all of these things you don't talk so today they're new to some certain people, even we in the media.
In the first place, every accused in the court gets opportunity for me to defend them. So let's assume we're in a court. That's why I'm defending him, because I know he is not guilty. However, we are not in the court. So how would I have wished for make all of this matter being going to court, then I don't see all of these things. But even when you explain to people, the notion is na Edmond Alpha 9 change 47 to 140, whatever. That is the notion. Even when it is not true and it is a misrepresentation, I would have to defend him because I'm defending the commission. That's why I'm bringing out our own point. Now, coming to the issue of, since it don't come, two letters have been written specifically to the APC. One for a meeting at their own time and choosing. Unfortunately, we had no acknowledgement. Another letter again where the commission writes to all of the other political parties to meet with the chairpersons. Unfortunately, no acknowledgement, no representation.
We interviewed them. We asked them about this invitation because the letter go viral. Also, Edmond Alpha.
That's the letter that was sent to them. Yes. It's their own letter.
Yes, where Edmond Alpha they request for their audience, but for them, then say they know they sit down with Edmond Alpha because them believe not to Edmond Alpha they take them to 2028 elections. And again, some of the things that they don't state against Edmond Alpha now that Edmond Alpha dance by them. After we come out parliament, it's a Tindom Bio. These are some of the issues where they hold on against Edmond Alpha.
Okay, let me make this point clear that Edmond Sylvester Alpha is properly seated for 2028.
That's not the changing.
Unless, God forbid, death and other things, but he is properly seated. Okay. Even the presidency not gets the power for carry removal. If you get for remove them, there are provisions in the constitution misconduct or gross misconduct, setting up of a tribunal and all of that. You know, this aspect of saying make the president remove them back, it's like we are giving the presidency power we not get. And that also will infringe on the independence of the commission. He is properly seated. Nobody has that power to remove him. If he wants, he can resign. But I don't see any reason for make him resign because he is an electoral expert. For over 20 years, this has been his job. If you say make I resign, because you know the thing is,
so the APC for just embrace him as it is.
That's now the reason why. That's the reason why when Commissioner Alpha came, they don't write to him on 2 occasions that come. Let's discuss. You know, in the past, this is not new. From Madam Christina Thorpe in time. We in second inning, we go in second 5 years. Not so everybody been accept them. Not so like for say everybody need for accept you before you become legitimized. We SLPP appoints Dr. Christina Thorpe. Then after the 2007, by 2012, when she was reappointed, now by APC, SLPP said no, we will not agree with them. But she was properly seated. She continued. The same again for Unfa Ali Conte. Now, APC appoints him. SIPP to some extent will get reservation, but he was properly seated. The same again don't happen now. Political parties can have reservations for one reason or the other, which is their right, and it's legitimate on their part. But the fact is, that individual has been properly seated. But the good thing is, we have had in this country where one political party, I'm not saying now so it could be, but it's always likely, one political party appoints one individual, another party benefits later. It don't happen on 2 occasions. I'm not saying because Edmond Alpha is now properly seated, I mean it will go anyway, but it can go anyway. Any of the parties can win the election. That's only what we are saying. But currently, he's properly seated.
You don't distress say he's properly seated. And we all know say the boycott where they happen in governance now for that improperly seated position where you don't maintain. So does that mean another move past yonder? All then talk the way the APC they talk. On they consider they go?
Well, the issue is we have political issues, we have electoral issues. I'm here representing my commission to discuss on electoral issues. Always when I don't talk, it's outside of my purview or my mandate to even comment on it.
But
because
these are concerns.
No, what we are saying,
move as a commission.
The fingers are pointing at
with
the commission.
all the underlining issues, and from where the issues they come, we not get ECSL it for can clearly. And you they talk for the commission and the commissioner them.
We have the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone. They talk on electoral matters. But some of the questions where they come, these are political matters where, I mean, I don't have the locus.
Relating to the commission.
Everything relates to
and
everything.
This a new commissioner, Chief Electoral Commissioner, just don't get. And you are spokesperson for the commission. So anything relating to the commission, since we not ever get you, so they appoint Edmond Alpha, that is why we are asking you all of these questions.
Sincerely, anything I talk on political matters, now lie, I will just lie. One, I don't get that mandate for talk on political matters. I only get mandates for talk on electoral matters. There is a difference between political issues and electoral issues. Political issues will be addressed politically. That's the reason why ECSL, we are not part of that makeup. We have, for example, the Chief Electoral Commissioner has gone through Parliament. They don't take the oath of office. He's now properly seated. What we are doing now is to go about our electoral activities.
So
we are not dealing with political activities.
Now that's make us say, on another consider waiting the APC depend, the ECSL not they consider them.
Well, I don't know when you say consider.
As in, it can be topic of discussion at the ECSL as to how to amend this and continue our work.
I think now PPRC for consider more waiting political parties they do, because as you say, political parties regulation commission that they deal with political parties as in considering what they do or they don't do. For ECSL, we are electoral matters. When we want to engage electorally, we bring everybody on board. we hope that APC or any other political party will come and sit down. We discuss electoral matters, but anything outside political matters, we don't have the locus or the mandate to
send
discuss.
letters to them for meet with them.
We send letters to APC for meet with them, for make we can discuss electoral matters to 2028. Not so we can discuss political matters.
So these electoral matters, we una focus for discourse. There is a stalemate where if una not clear it seems like this one player for let they help una sit and discuss the electoral matters. They're not willing for come. Una get the leadership na ECSL. Edmond Alpha don't come. They don't begin all high level engagements.
Indeed.
Then. How much is he pushing for clear this stumbling block between him and this other stakeholder? So then go come on board, una move forward and start for discuss electoral matters.
Well, in engagement with various other stakeholders, international partners, development partners, MDs, all who say they are opportune for them most of their meetings, then we always make them clear that he is willing and ready to engage. That is one point. So there is the willingness. That's the first point. There is the willingness on the part of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone.
Where the other part?
Well, if we have the willingness, well, I don't know, I'm not sure we can compel them, but we hope to encourage them for make them come on board. There is the willingness.
Is it possible for go ahead with other players? If una not get the willingness for them, una not able to compel them, una can still move on?
The ECSL has a mandate to conduct elections.
And una get a timetable.
Exactly. That's the reason why the commission don't state the 29th of this April for PPLC meeting. In as much as we want to bring one on fold, we still have 15 other political parties to deal with. We go still encourage the APC for come on board. We move the electoral roadmap. The political roadmap, ECSL cannot do anything. If any decisions are taken at political level, even if it has to affect ECSL, we don't get anything to say about it. For us, it is the electoral roadmap that we always push for, and we'll still send the olive branch. Even if it is today, tomorrow, whether it is midnight, any other day, even if now up the moon, the ECSL is ready to engage with the APC because we have an electoral roadmap. And the 29th of April, we're going to have a very serious PPLC, political parties liaison committee meeting, wherein we will go discuss electoral matters, things that we're going to do with, for example, if we are going to start registration, what we do for us, the issue of polling center mapping, because so many polling centers go don't change. Some side the population don't grow, polling centers, some side na been buffer, now na school. So until one move one polling center from one area to the other. So if we go discuss then things in the now at PPLC. So you see, whatever we discuss with political parties, now electoral matters. You may have your reservations, but come and engage. But if you stay out, unfortunately, we cannot stop the process. We hope that you will join the process along the way and as soon as possible.
Albert, how the commission they feel presently where governance they at standstill because of una?
Well, in the first place, make a correct you. It is not because of us.
Now the reason that they will make the one party when at the opposition say they're not mixing governance again, withdraw all elected officials for stay home. They say then they boycott because of Edmond Alpha. So now because of ECSL.
For me, I don't think it is because of Edmond Alpha. Maybe now because of what the presidency did.
Now waiting then communicate.
Edmond is just a product of
the one
the law.
His Excellency for withdraw Edmond Alpha. Now this commission, they sit there as Chief Electoral Commissioner in order for conduct elections for
as
them.
far as my legal mind can go, the presidency not get the authority and power for withdraw Edmond Alpha. They don't go through parliament. They don't take the oath of office. If he wants to do that, the law makes provision for that, wherein issues of gross misconduct can come in, investigations and all of such. So even the presidency, that's why I'm saying some of the discussions when they happen, it's political. We don't want to get to those levels. For us, the Chief Electoral Commissioner is properly seated. Why are they use this word properly seated? Was he appointed? Well, nominated. Let's start with that. Nominated, subject to approval. Parliament. He went through Parliament. He was grilled in Parliament. It was broadcast live. Then apart from that, the will of Parliament, he was approved. There was no dissenting voice in Parliament. The issue is, was Parliament in session? Yes. Was there any dissenting voice? No. When I say dissenting voice, meaning if you're not in a Parliament, I know they consider you. Now, when you sit on a Parliament, you say, I don't agree. Then I would consider you. But there was no dissenting voice in Parliament. Meaning, Parliament sat, there was a session, and he was approved. If you're there outside, you know the inside Parliament, sincerely, whatever you say outside the well of Parliament, they not get the weight as if now be inside the Parliament. Maybe if the party in question be the inside Parliament and say we voice with disapproval, I'm sure the Chief Electoral Commissioner will have known now that during my approval, some parties said yes, some did not say, but we all see, all the one doing in the inside Parliament approve of them. And when we talk about inside Parliament, we're not talking about political parties, it is Parliament. So that's the reason why we are saying the Chief Electoral Commissioner is properly seated. Unless otherwise, maybe by natural means. But the Chief Electoral Commissioner is here to stay and is planning for the 2028 elections. So what I want to appeal to the APC is, come back, let's discuss. We are only about starting now. Through the engagement, we can be able to influence from within. But if you say you have influence from without, the electoral process cannot be influenced from outside. It can only be influenced from within, because we go step by step by step.
So currently, now, waiting the commission they do. What stage on a young calendar?
A lot of activities they go on. Let me start with the tripartite issues. In the first place, the commission agreed to almost all of the recommendations within the tripartite. The reason being, even some of these recommendations, the commission we don't propose them. And I want to make Fambule note, see, this tripartite recommendation, it's not a new thing. Now the dimension no more. Meaning after every electoral cycle, meaning like in 2007, after 2007, we had reviews. After 2012, we had reviews. In fact, 2012 now bring about the Public Elections Act, because we were using the Electoral Laws Act of 2002. But after the 2007 elections towards the 2012, we had the Public Elections Act of 2012. Even after that, we reviewed again some regulations. Then come 2018. After the 2018, we even had what we call the EOM recommendations, elections, observer missions recommendations. We reviewed again, where we get now the Public Elections Act of 2022. So every cycle, based on the experiences of the elections, we can always review. The only difference with the 2023, it was more the bi-party APC, SLPP come together and bring some of these recommendations. But most of these recommendations been there in 2018 for middle of 2023, some not been passed. So that's the reason why the commission is okay with almost all. Why make I say almost all? Like there is one where not even the commission, even the other political parties, like for PPLC, the chairing of PPLC meeting. PPLC is the creature of the Electoral Commission. That is the forum where the commission call for engage with political parties. But according to the tripartite recommendation, the two parties for the co-chair, meaning APC and SLPP for the co-chair. But the issue now is the other parties then say no. If APC and SLPP for co-chair, other parties for the co-chair. So that's the reason why the commission watch and say, if now we don't project this, now it don't come per order for chair, order not for chair. So that's now one of the consent, the views where the commission gets enough consent to that, because even the other political parties they get issues with that. But coming to waiting the commission they look at, there are 3 levels of recommendations. One, they deal with constitutional matters, which is outside of the purview of the Electoral Commission. We also get one with statutory matters, that is the Public Elections Act. That is also outside the purview of the Commission. Because as I stated the last time, until the recommendations go to Parliament, until Parliament pass their recommendation, they then become law. For example, search committee, if it not become law, the commission or Sierra Leoneans no go recognize them as a law. It is just a recommendation. The third level, these are administrative and operational issues where the commission self don't undertake. For example, if you look at recommendations 1, 2, 3, and 4, it gets a lot to do with drafting of policies. You get different types of policies. For example, we get stakeholder consultation policy. That one, the commission, we don't engage. There is a draft already, but we are yet to validate it. So I'm sure this coming PPLC meeting, this is one of the issues we get for come on the table about the issue of stakeholders consultation. You get management or sharing of electoral information policy. That also has been drafted long since. For the past months, we don't draft them. But again, why some of them things have been pending? Because we've been get an acting chairman. And most of them things, when you don't get somebody properly seated. So you see the reason why it is but proper for me we get a chairman we properly seated. Now he has the gravitas for take decisions where he will stand by them. But when he in an acting position, you go and take decision where you go work. But now because he's properly seated, some of these policies are going to be tabled at PPLC level. We don't get that one. We also get the recruitment of ad hoc staff policies. These are all policies with the tripartite recommendation talk about. These ones don't need to go to Parliament. We can develop them after they are validated. The commission can take them to Parliament as an instrument, but we have drafted these ones. But they are in draft form. Now, when we begin get PPLC engagements, now the commission will table them now say, we want to validate. And if we are to validate, we have to do regional engagements.
This PPLC engagement where they talk about with all these policies, won't be done drafts where they wait for the PPLC for labor was properly seated for let them discuss and agree on them. The PPLC just like una parliament to say una they agree on.
Exactly.
Una need for get any quorum sort of before we agree on critical policies where the commission for work with?
Yes, every meeting has a quorum. We have 17 political parties. When there are 8 political parties, it forms a quorum. That's the law of meeting. Every meeting gets quorum. But in the PPLC, when we can start, PPLC usually can start at 11. If 11 o'clock, now 4 party, we can patient for wait. As it reach 8 party, then we know say we don't get a quorum when they start. And all the meetings they will get 11, 12, 13. So we've always had a quorum for PPLC meetings. And that PPLC meeting, now they will go discuss. You use the word now we own parliament. Interestingly, now the chairperson of UDM, Madam Alima, now you always can talk about that. They say this PPLC, we as political parties, we're not in a parliament. Now we own parliament this. Only that now a parliament will limited to electoral matters only. So yes, the PPLC is the local parliament for political parties engagements with the ECSL. And now they can bring everything, anything the commission want for do. Now they first they bring them, we debate them, we discuss them.
What's missing? That can Parliament Day if political party miss sessions we on the get. What's in it mean?
The current parliament, we na the actual parliament of Sierra Leone. If you not attend, the parliaments they go on. So equally so, this we own parliaments so don't call so the political parties, parliaments of elections matters, the PPLC, so to speak. It's not really a parliament, but now so one of the political parties call them, just like how Khadija said name. We have a quorum of 8 political parties. As long as 8 political parties attend that meeting, we don't get instances where we don't get the quorum of 8. The PPLC meeting, we adjourn them. It don't happen so many times. Now, like situations where in maybe another national activity they go on, where everybody don't go. But because PPLC they hold them every 2 weeks on Wednesdays, it happened that some situations and they will not get the quorum. So man go say no, we get this other national engagement because of that we're not able to come. Because we not get the quorum of 8, we they postpone them.
But if we not get the quorum on a meet and make a decision, it's not reversible.
Well, the decision we will make now for make we all understand. But those decisions, therefore, they in line with legal provisions. This is where other people can get them wrong. We need to go take decisions, Yana, for make we implement. We need to go take decisions in line with legal provisions for make we implement. Because if we go talk, we can disagree there. As PPLC, we disagree. But when we discuss, we always say, this is the law. So whatever we discuss for the in line with the legal provisions, then we take the decision.
Right, but now they prepare for 2028. Everything seem for the in order according to you. Una don't get Chief Electoral Commissioner, as of now una get other commissioners them, and una get una operational staff them preparing towards 2028 elections. 2023 una do full elections, and so una name them. The full elections end up for being problems. Up till now, the opposition, they contest the outcome of the elections. 2028, how na go ensure say lessons learned from 2023 una bring them on board?
In the first place, sorry, make I correct you again. The opposition or contest. When you contest election, a court you go. As long as they did not go to the courts, they no contest them. The thing is, you contest something using the legal means. You go to the court, you contest the election, then the courts will come out with an outcome. If you say, then disagree, fine, but they not contest the elections. They contested the process, but they not contest them for me them go to court for say, we disagree. They have the rights, as I don't say, no election, no day, we personally contest. Even at local level, whether na primary chieftaincy or even ward election between two candidates. So one man will say, me agree, the other person say, me I not agree. So people would always contest in that context. But in this context of law, where you want contest election, if you go to court, say, I not agree with the outcome, then it is only the court, sincerely, maybe make me say use this opportunity for educate we all now say, anybody when they talk about disagreement, the first thing we for ask them, that disagreement, you been going to court? No, I'm not going to court. Then why you continue for use that word disagreement? Because it is only the court. For now, the assumption is that the election is correct. Because nobody not contest them. If you talk on the radio, you talk on the social media, it's just keep comping. Now when you take them to court, now the court now they say, hey, wait a minute. We have evidence. Then the court gets power for overturn. And if the matter not reach the court not overturn them, we continue for the talk about them, now company will keep. But now only when you take the matter to the court, then the court look at the merits of them issues then they go either take decision for overturn them or for make it maintain as it is. But sincerely, for me, nobody not contest the election results for 2023.
So for ECSL, because nobody no care una gonna court, una satisfy with waiting una conduct in 2023 and the outcome.
We are always satisfied. The reason being, we conducted elections results. Elections and results are out. We announce election results.
Una publish the data.
We always have published data. Because
now one of the things then that again, with the opposition be the real serious say, una give disaggregated data.
You know, there is this misunderstanding about data disaggregated. Let's go to the polling station level. I quote Dr. Afari Chan, where he say elections like developments, they happen at local level. Disaggregated data, now local level it is. We get for the 2023 elections, 11,833 polling stations. Each of them polling stations then they being returned with RRF, wherein the presiding officers, not for electoral commissioners, so the presiding officers then sign their RRFs, then the political party agents themselves, they append, countersign their RRFs, then that is the disaggregated data. Now the question is, when I give you the data, the political parties already have the data. Why? All of the political parties then get their agents them. Now the polling stations, we accredited close to 108,000 people. The political parties no more. Now 2 per station. All the political parties. Now 2 per station. So just imagine 11,832 stations times 2. So each political party, because it's my department, APC and SLPP, we gave them accreditation. At least 23,000 accreditation, meaning every polling station gets at least 2, not just center polling station. Then all the other parties, in total, 108,000 people, Sierra Leoneans and non-Sierra Leoneans, including the media, civil society, will go and watch. So the disaggregated data now at polling station, now they ide.
So now una give them this disaggregated data
so
at a polling station level.
Yes, now so
then get the disaggregated data.
They have it. Polling station is say after every polling count, the IRF, when we don't sign now, we not only they give copies to the agents, the one the way we they post now the wall. That is the election. In fact, now for more information, the IRN can come and most radio stations, IRN TV stations, now that data they can announce, but it is provisional. But the data don't they out. So what we expect from political parties is that you don't even need to come to the Electoral Commission or even ask the Electoral Commission. Just gather all your data, put everything. Say this is what we have. In fact, you even force the Electoral Commission now to say we are going. When you don't get you all you RRFs, you data them, you data put together, you election results. You force the commission now for come meet with you because now we give you. If always we give you, now you input. It simply means always we get for input at Italy Center if for match with you because now we give you. It's as simple as that.
Albert, one other thing we've been spark public debates some time ago. Now we the current chair of the ECSL, Mr. Alpha in question, they make a statement say the 2028 elections is not going to be different from every other elections. Now on the process, they lead to the 2028 elections. How is the 2028 elections going to be different from that of 2023? We get question mark.
Again, that statement was taken out of context. I've been there where he make that statement there. Now, waiting the Chief Electoral Commissioner be mean where he make that statement. The question was asked, how the 2028 therefore look like? In response was, for us as elections managers, we conduct elections. There is no special election for say like because the impression is 2028 the only done who will conduct election. That was the impression. And I said no. Just like we conducted elections in 2007, we conducted elections in 2012, 2018, 2023. Now so we get for conduct election in 2028. After the elections, life goes on. But the context now, I'll conduct 2023. Now so they conduct 2028. But now they no more records. But in statement was how we do in 2007, 2012, 2018, 2023. Now so we'll conduct back 2028. Life will still continue. So it's not going to be any special election. Now make I tell you the catch. What he was saying between 2007 to 2023, ECSL, we proud for say power don't change hands between opposition to government, government to opposition. So he was simply saying 2028 is not going to be any different. Anybody can win. 2007, opposition win elections, Masalon. 2012, ruling party win election. 2018, opposition win election. 2023, ruling party win election. So 2028, anybody can win. That was the context he was putting out. But the clip just 2023, 2028. No, he started from 2007, 2012, 2018, 2023. And if you watch during MPOs and the APC and SLPP don't win elections, now the same electoral commission where Commissioner Alpha did.
So how 2028 go different from 2023? Na my question. In a sense, where the election not go done, we get as a nation get to a point where the 2023 election can we go, where they about boycotts, concerns from political party we participate na the elections, observers concerning about how the election come out. So how it go for different?
For the past 15 years, where they interview me about elections, what I'll always tell them, if we have conducted good elections, we are going to conduct better elections. Meaning we always they improve. we go always improve. From 2007, we go improve 2012, and so we take improve back 2018. So also 2023. You know, I want to make family note say the conduct of the electoral process and not they determined by because somebody disagree with the elections results. When you say conduct of elections, the polling centers, the stations, they open, the voters then go out, then cast their votes. Now then things that you look at. But not to the ending where everything don't come out fine because somebody disagree with election, you say the election not good. That's not what we are saying. You get to look at from the start. Like for example, when they begin start now, PPLC engagement.
But at the end, they justify the process always lead to that.
The end they justify not by when you disagree. But even if you disagree, you go to the courts. Now the courts they determine they determine the end of the process, not to your disagreement. They determine the end of the process. For example, we have post-elections activities. Immediately, the Chief Electoral Commissioner, as National Returning Officer, where he announced election results, the certified one, a day in law, within a period, any aggrieved party can go to court. If na local councils or MP, you go to High Court. If na for presidential, you go to Supreme Court. Where you go there, now then the end, they justify the means. Not so your disagreement.
Albert, you don't deal at the commission for a very long time. And I sure say every electoral cycle, on can sit down and look back. 2023, when at the past election, the immediate past elections, so many gray areas then be there. For example, there's this issue of announcing results where then be still the counts and put local the states. When exactly the Chief Electoral Commissioner supposed for announcing results?
Very good. As I respond to this, at the juxtapose them to 2012, we've been getting that allegation back. Say the Chief Electoral Commissioner announced results. We cannot them still the country. And the good thing is now two different political parties them count that grumbly. 2012 now SLPP been grumbly. 2023 as you don't bring them council. Now waiting the law say if waiting the commission don't gather as results, if it don't reach to the point wherein waiting remain, if it not affect the outcome. For example, if first man gets 60, second man gets 52. But waiting left, the percentage waiting left now 4%. If that 4%, even if you take all, you give the second man, now 58 it is stop. But the first man gets 60. So it simply means you don't get for wait to make everything end or done. The law say in the process, if you don't get a clear winner, even when the process of counting still go on.
I like all the results are not coming.
No,
yet.
if the remaining results not get any role for affect or influence the final outcome
of
the entire, then you announce the result. Because the thing is, as I don't give the example, even if we take all the balance we left, we add them to the American second, we get 52. Now 58 it is stop. But the one already with the lead gets 60%. So we don't need to wait for that 8% of the results.
So let me can break them down by percentages.
That's the essence. Percentage with the move. So as long as the potential winner don't get a clear advantage, lead. I mean, whatever left behind now, will they announce say it don't win? But that don't mean so they stop the process. The process will still, will they complete the counting? Because at the end of the day, who knows? That is 60% where it don't win. When we finalize the process, it will get 61 or 62. Or the American second, from in 52%, it will get 53 or 54 from the remaining results. But it need to change the outcome. So the law make them clear and there's a provision. So it not mean say, because election they go on, counting they go on, if the Electoral Commission announce election results, meaning it don't rogue. But looking at the situation, if whatever the commission don't get as result, if what remains cannot influence the total outcome, then the commission they announce the winner.
Normally, based on the provisional results them where una can give out to the media, especially IRN, most political parties or even observers can use them for do their own projection them that data day. And 2023, the projection that will come out from observers like new, then be they suggest say that election they for go rerun. But at the end of the day, the election no go rerun. The Chief Electoral Commissioner by then, Mohamed Kone, come out and declare a winner.
Sincerely, I know they come for make any statements regarding new. They should have simply gone to court. When I started, I say the only person we get right now the national returning officer, and if you are not in that office, I mean, I don't need for even go and talk about that. For saying so then say, not so then say. It's like you want to assume the office of national returning officer, and we only have one. Not even the other commissioners get that power. That power is only for one individual, national returning officer. So if not even commissioners assume that rule, another entity they assume that rule for say waiting we don't bring out. Now they own correct. I mean, it's just unfortunate. For me, they could have gone to court. That was a good opportunity for make them prove. Say, ECSL. I think let's look at it. Court this case. But if they did not, it is better they just keep short.
Integrity-wise, Albert, also you can place the commission now, especially when it comes to that of public perception, because you are working for the public, for the citizen. We can to the level of integrity, the confidence where the public will get on una say, if they come out and go vote 2028, then votes and go be counted, and the outcome of that results will reflect the wish of the people.
You see this integrity issue and that, it is more political. The discourse, now the political class, now they really champion that. I give you an example. From 2023 to now, the commission don't conduct over 60 permanent chieftaincy elections all over this country. Nobody at that level, and as Segadunians them, now they go and vote for permanent chieftaincy elections. Nobody no question the integrity of ECSL. From 2023 to now, the commission don't conduct over 60 paramount chieftaincy elections in Sierra Leone. And as I tell you, elections like development, now local level it is start. This whole thing about integrity, it's the political class machination and mentality. Go to the people. Una attend anytime when there is a permanent chieftaincy elections. When a Sierra Leoneans now they vote at local level. When they conduct the elections and we announce the results, everybody accepts all man gladi, all man go.
But the political class therefore they make mention of their Sierra Leoneans as well. And elections so now they conduct and then they participate in them.
No, well, are they due evidence based on data, whilst una they talk about perception. For example, the over 60 permanent chieftaincy elections where the commission don't conduct from 2023 to now. Now people them they go na barrier, court barrier, then go then vote for, then candidates them for permanent chief. Some man win, some man lost. The process gone fine. That is evidence based. But if somebody disagrees with the election results and say you are not credible, it is not evidence based, or rather it is subjective. What we are saying, una take them whenever there is a permanent chieftaincy elections. Una go on the ground all over the country, whether not in Bo or in Bombali, in Kono, in Karine, in Falaba, Koinadugu, wherever.
So what's different the ECSL can do when they conduct permanent chieftaincy elections, where according to you, Kraino can come out today.
Everything.
So that's of the national elections.
That's not different. We are only applying the law. Now the law will they apply. For example, we are conducting permanent chieftaincy elections using the Chieftaincy Act of 2009. And we borrow certain things them from the Public Elections Act. For example, our placements of polling stations and this, that, the all that kind of things. So the entire thing is we are using, that's not different. Now that make the Chief Electoral Commissioner have been saying 2028 is not going to be different from 2023. 2018, 2012, and 2007. Yes, because we are going to apply the law. Now the law will apply. Now just that it mean 2028. Now the law will apply. That's the reason why we are anxiously waiting for make all of the recommendations are going to Parliament. That's why anything may pass through parliament, where parliament go don't pass their recommendations and they into law. Now that law they would use for conduct 2028 elections. Stricto sensu.
This same laws they honor the weights, the recommendations, and then go to parliament. As it is now, nobody no get an idea when the opposition go seize them boycotting within the power. And these are political parties. Una no go and walk with alone, just one political party in a parliament, we might approve them or not. This in any way they affect on our electoral calendar?
No, it not affect the electoral calendar because the current laws are extant laws.
Okay.
I mean, they're valid. So even if they don't pass any law in a parliament, the Public Elections Act of 2022 is still valid. The 1991 Constitution is still valid. All the electoral provisions are valid. Now, only if they review them in parliament, then it add to the process. So whether laws passed in parliament or not, the current laws sufficient enough for me to conduct the elections.
Also on a day now, in terms of the electoral calendar, I just don't say when I get PPLC meeting 29th April.
Well, the commission don't put together its strategic plan. We now 2025 to 2029, 5-year strategic plan. And that also is complete, where the Board of Commissioners, then they meet for finalize and approve them, subject to a validation. Again, the commission therefore go out. That strategic plan, then the roadmap, all things they inside. Registration, how we for do the registration, the elections, and all of them things. And we are using the extant law. That are the law they waiting now. But there is a caveat. If law change, we adjust and move on. I mean, it's not
just they adopt it in change.
Yes, they move on, but now the extant laws they will apply. So that strategic plan, we don't finalize
that applied to the proposed fixed date for elections.
Well, all of them things that they did in the strategic plan, you know, we get what we call externalities. Some of them things the way if it come. The reason being, if nothing not change, let's assume nothing changes. The law still apply. But if any new developments come, we're able to capture them. So the strategic plan don't make provision for all of them things and but we need for another strategic plan, wherein we need for go out again at a regional level. We validate them with stakeholders, political parties, civil society, the media, traditional leaders, everyone. Parliamentarians, councillors, we all need for validate our strategic plan. Then we start for implement that roadmap. What
if in a case Usai una don't start for implement una notice say una need for go back na parliament like waiting be happen for the PR system una be go for amend certain side of the constitution for adopter inside.
But the constitution make provision for that. One of the functions of the commissioner for make regulations, rules and regulations, we get the force of law. If we go along the line, then there is need. For example, I even state say some of these policies we can take them. The commission itself can pilot that process through the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice to Parliament. Anything we come, I mean, we can still, but it will get effect now moving forward. There is provision in law for do that.
But I know we talk small bit about the census. Now, one we're very critical in Unayon work. Now, census for happen 2026, so they reform the statistics Sierra Leone, and we already get on a calendar where for you believe see on the work according to the calendar. This census where they don't push to 2026 in any way go affect this calendar if una be need for source data from waiting statistics Sierra Leone they get.
Well, the thing is whether first I don't speak for census or statistics because I don't work there. Whether we have census or not, we have extant laws. We get laws now Sierra Leone we're capable for conduct elections. When we get to that bridge, we go cross them. For now, census get for come. Whether I don't come or not, we can't see. I mean, I don't speak for census. But as far as I can tell you, we have extant laws. Existing laws were sufficient for conduct the electoral process. I don't want to make any comments with regards because I have little or no knowledge about it.
Using data. And at December, then go for do the census. Them conducting the census in December, it will affect on our own calendar?
Let us have the census first. Then based upon that, the commission will look at the applicability of census and our laws. But now we don't want to go into, I don't speak for census. All
We
what
are not
I'm
speaking
saying
for them, but we know say they don't confirm say now December then they do the census this year.
let us have the census. When we get the
this
census,
is 2026.
Yes.
The elections 2028. So if we're having the census late 2026 and we're not going for use and data, is it going to affect on a calendar?
we have laws, we have a calendar. We prepare for conduct elections come 2028.
Whether the data are available or not?
Even if there is no census data, the law makes provision for existing data. For example, even if we go to chieftaincy, like you say, the TA's list, even if it is as old as 1947, if it is the most recent, we can use it. So the law always makes provision for data. If census come, and they meet up, Musa will they go and continue. But let us have the census first. Then when we don't get the census, based upon the outcome, then we look at we roadmap. That don't mean say it will affect we roadmap. It can add value to it, but it will not affect it that because census don't come. No, we foresee no, we will postpone election date. No, we have 2028 as the date set. That's a roadmap. So whether there is census or not, the laws already sufficient for make we conduct elections. But let us wait for census. When census come, when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it.
Since we dey talk about data, in preparing on a voter register, usai NCR data they come in?
According to the NCR Act, I think section 25 or so, I'm not too clear about that. It's simple wording. You say the Director General for make available data where the Electoral Commission for use for develop in your register. So it's the baseline. Census, NCR data now baseline. When they don't give it, what we do with them now by the Constitution and the laws of Sierra Leone, it's the prerogative of the Electoral Commission.
Not to all man dana NCR data. Not to all man even get NCR national identity card. If una don't get this data from NCR, will it be the baseline for prepare una own register? If una find out say any discrepancy, the data not capture all the citizens them, provision day for ECSL for capture the citizens that are inside una own data.
Yes, the law makes provision for that. 2016, 2022, we get people them way not in NCR than data. But because they come, we realize it, you know, when they just let you go, when they take your details, they will refer you to NCRA until and unless when you go inside NCRA data, they will update you. So the law makes provision for that. If you know that NCRA, probably what we would advise citizens is that NCRA it's compulsory. Every citizen go first at the NCRA because neither the base documents will they use, now the primary data. But even if you know it is a possibility. When you come, will they capture you? Suspense. Then we tell you say you have to go there because when you go under, then get to go put you into the data, then send them to we.
So now until you then at the NCI data,
that's what the law
then
says.
they will capture you na the ECSL their own data for putting at the register.
Well, according to the NCI Act, it say the Director General for make available data with the Electoral Commission for use for register people for votes. So even if you not go under force, you can't we need to review. But they tell you say we don't get this information, but it is suspended. You have to go there. And when you go inside, NCIA they tell we. When they tell we now, we just confirm no more now, then you clear off. But if you not go there, even if you come to we know they put you inside because we will contravene the NCIA Act. But usually we have done it in a very good and seamless way. When people can come, what we can do, we can get the kits them. The NCRE kits can do together, we can jointly. So as you come, we say, okay, go and send by the NCRE. When you capture it, then pass them to we. We have been working with that. That is part of the collaboration we'll get with NCRE. But that's how they lost it.
Constitutionally, the law give the power to the president to appoint Chief Electoral Commissioner and commissioners, then not the ECSL. But how the commission they work for ensure say una independence from government control?
The independence is guaranteed in the constitution. The independence of ECSL, now the constitution, we are the ground norm. Say we are independent. Most times people can misunderstand, say because now government they give money, now finance ministry give money, we are not independent. No, it is the state that funds the elections. Me and you, with taxpayer money, now governments they just bring come for more conduct elections. So not all government they give me money. Now, taxpayers' money, now the states they use for conduct elections. That's the first level. The one thing about independence is go by the law. When we go by the law, that's the reason why I said the president not get the authority for say now they remove the Chief Electoral Commissioner unless they activate within the constitution issues of gross misconduct and go through a panel. He cannot. That's the independence. So that's the reason why when some people you see make the president remove Edmond, like you are giving the president powers that he does not have by law. That's the independence. And anybody will tell me that one, they say, why you no resign? You are impugning on our independence. The Chief Electoral Commissioner is seated. If you can't tell me, say, you know, resign, if the Chief Electoral Commissioner resign, then he's not independent because he don't listen to you. We do what we do, we go by the law. The books. That's the reason why we maintain, we consciously safeguard and maintain our independence. And when we go by the law, it is the law. As I've mentioned, in the last 20 years, we have conducted elections where the opposition, they come, they beat the ruling party. Now because of independence, now make them think they happen. Or this go the other way. And it has happened for 2 of the political parties. This now data way for you see independence. It will always be said somebody would have to appoint someone, and not say because the president appoints. People have their integrity by what they do, and the law safeguard that independence. Now, when you tell me for doing the law no agree, then you are impugning on my independence. So let's start with people who they talk say ECSL do this. Then now you know I'm promoting the independence of ECSL. The only thing we guaranteed is when we go by the law. So equally so, if you feel aggrieved, go to the court. Now only the court will tell ECSL say which you do a wrong or you correct what you do. So anybody where they talk na corner, now the independence of ECSL now the impugn on.
So you believe say the ECSL don't work independently amidst all the concern and finger pointing?
There are always challenges. There are always challenges, but to the best of our ability, the commission don't maintain the laws. It not mean say because the commission maintain the laws, it go against you, which you be want. We are not independent. Maybe people can misunderstand independence, integrity, and waiting you prefer. Some people when you win elections, the commission is independent. The commission is credible, but when you lost election, the commission is not independent. In 2007, we faced such subjective views. We were bashed at from one side to the other. In 2012, it was the same. So it will always happen. I will not be surprised in 2028. Whether it is ruling party or the opposition or any other party will tell us that we are not independent. But what is important is, did we follow the legal provisions? If it is yes, then we are independent.
Following the legal provisions, how una they consider fairness in una work?
We always consider fairness.
How?
For example, when we have PPLC meetings, we give everyone the same opportunity. When we go at polling station level, we give each political party the opportunity to get 2 observers. That's fairness. When we want to give the RRFs, we give each party agent. That's fairness. We need the whole meeting behind the corner with any one party. The commission get right for all bilateral meetings with political parties. But what we do is, if we don't all meet with party W, we explain the outcome to party Y or bring a kind of PPLC. Say we get meeting because each political party get the right for ask for a meeting, bilateral meeting, which we can hold. But it is incumbent on the Electoral Commission now for say, because of this meeting with this party, will they replicate the same to other? So we always apply the fairness. The issue is when there is a discussion. When there is a discussion, the commission gets a position. Now, they always people can try for argue with we say we're not fair. If there is a position where the commission don't take, mostly that position they in line with the law. If the two parties them, so until one of the parties, more or less, they meet up with we, the other party they say we are not fair, and we don't get on with both of the parties, the main parties within a parliament. If they take a decision. If you favor APC, SL people will always tell you, we are not fair. If we take a decision, we favor SLPP, APC will tell you the same. But the issue is, it's not favoring any of the two. It is waiting the law states. Only that one of the two can align with waiting the law say. Most times that's what can happen.
But you don't serve this commission for a very long time. With all the years we don't deal na this commission, which election we una don conduct we get a lot of issues?
The interesting thing, all of the elections, 2007, 2012, 2018, 2023, they all get issues. The reason being, if you go 2007, it depends on the one that you ask.
The losers,
the losers that they always get the issues. Not so we get the issue. In 2007, we nobody in famous Kailan Kotbari. The one they will not be happy. It was an issue for them. It was not an issue for ECSL. Equally so again, in 2023, the one they will lose the election, it is an issue for them, not an issue for ECSL.
2007 and 2023, when I don't get most issues.
Well, why I bring them to them there? Because the quote unquote, the noise, the uproar, now between them two periods and they. But even 2012, we had again issues that even gonna court. We always they get, but the point is not so we get issues. Now, either a sweet for or a bitter for, we get issues with the electoral process, not us. So if for Teresa we get issues, maybe if you ask the political parties, they would answer it best. But for us, we've never had issues with any of the electoral processes. The only thing is now you always get issue with us. Now it can change. Like in 2007, it was SLPP, then get issue with the ECSL. In 2012, it was SLPP, then get issue with ECSL. In 2018, not much, but APC didn't get issue with us. It's the same for 2023. So, from all indication, it is very likely 2028. One party will get issue with us. It's human nature. But what would they say? Whether you get issue with us or not, now the law. Now with the fella. It not mean say because you get for issue with you get for free you. No, we they conduct the law. So for us as a commission, we will not get issue with any of the electoral processes. That not mean say the processes them no get the hitches, then get problems, and I mean we acknowledge them things then they. But for say we get issue with any of the processes, no. The political parties may have issues.
You say una don't do a strategic plan for 2028 elections. What in the budget una the project for the elections there?
I know one for divulge it now. The reason being
information. Now we have to pay for the election.
Yes, not true. We know validate it.
But waiting una feel say enough as it is now where una
I want to make you patient us. Very soon.
It's about for call.
The only thing I would say, elections very expensive. That's one, make we know. Any country, the only way expensive past election, now where a country get into war. But elections very expensive. Not today. All elections so don't conduct. And there's a very likelihood that this election, it is going to be 100% funded by the states. Because over the years... We
don't get partners that we don't show interest or support.
We always get partners where they show interest. UNDP, recent we don't get engagement with UNDP, other development partners. I'm just talking about the trend. In 2007, it was 100% donor funded elections. In 2012, it was 64%. donor, 40% state funded. In 2018, it was state 60%, donor 40%. In 2023, over 90% of elections funding, over 90%, 91, 92, 93%, it was state funding. So going to 2028, if you look at that trend, there is the likelihood that it will be. And when you talk about state funding, the critical aspect of the fund, that don't mean only partner with institutions like UNDP, EU, all of these other institutions.
So technically, could that be one of the reasons why huge cry been there from the 2023 elections? Because it was over 90% funded by government, placing the fingers that feed you.
Well, as a Sierra Leonean, I should be proud that taxpayer money now they use for conduct elections rather than other person taxpayer money from another country for can conduct elections. As a Sierra Leonean, I should be glad about that, and I'm happy we don't take that trend from 2007, 2012, 2018. It's good when we conduct our elections, we feel proud about it. Now that's I will only say.
Also, on the ECSL, they draw the line because everybody get right for vote when time is for election. You the vote, me the vote, even the Chief Electoral Commissioner self the vote. But personal loyalties to party them where we the vote for. Also, they draw the line from them personal loyalties and they end official duties when they perform.
In the commission, every staff they sign an oath of secrecy, an oath of objectivity, an oath of impartiality, all of them things in there. If you are found wanting, now that document, that's the first evidence against you.
What's the don'ts them for honor with the work?
We get them. The Constitution gets in side, but specifically the Public Elections Act, electoral offenses, you get areas the way they deal with election staff, election officials. If you go beyond the bounds, if it becomes criminal matter, you will be dealt with criminally because now electoral offense. Then if it is administrative, the commission will manage and address that. But every individual, of course, we are Sierra Leoneans. I mean, we have the right, all of us, to vote because nobody know then we
specific don't sense in a way person where they work at ECSL, for example, when I get a lay down procedure rule say because you don't work now, you shouldn't do this and that day when it comes to elections.
You don't campaign for any political party. You don't even get party membership. It's out of it. You don't.
Nobody in ECSL not get party membership.
Maybe political party them research and come with the names them. That's the reason why the parties, if they want for help, the ECSL, if they know say somebody, come with them. The issue is there is no one. And the commission, some of us, we have been in the commission for over 20 years. It is a career. We have so many electoral staff. Election now a career to them. And we get a lot of staff where they retire. Once they retire, then go to their host. Because election has been a career to them. We have the right to vote as any other individual, but that one may left na your chest. But you work where you do, your bias or preference not for affect them. That's the reason why as we engage, we try as much as possible for operate by waiting the law say.
All right, Albert, so can look at messages we viewers them don't send for you this morning. Then you go respond to the messages there. So the first one I read from YouTube, it comes from Alpha Koma. It say ECOWAS and UNOWAS have expressed determination to see the implementation of the 84 recommendations, putting pressure on Bill to comply.
All right, this one from Mohammed Ablaki Bangura. It say Albert, 2022 Elections Act did not follow at all. How the election results should be transferred and certified by wards, constituency, regional and national before announcement with final results. I guess they refer to 2023 elections.
Aliu Bade say ECSL spokesman, the tallying of results was bone of contention in the last election, where the party representatives were not allowed to come close to observe the process. Are they going to use the same in 2028?
Usman Kamara say the new electoral commissioner visited the electoral commission in India for support, in which they signed an MOU. Is there any plan to bring an app called cleanliness meant for streamlined polling. Can you tell us more?
This one, they say, please, Liberty TV, ask Albert if someone registered but not available to collect voters ID, can the person vote using national ID?
Jibila Bangra say credibility is on the line. Does ECSL truly prioritize maintaining its reputation for integrity and reliability, or is it risking its credibility with questionable actions? Mama Salon is crying.
This one, they say, please ask him if diasporas are going to vote in 2028.
All right. This one from Aliu. It says ECSL spokesman tallying results was done. All right, we're going to replace that message.
All right, Usman Kamara on YouTube, they say the new electoral commissioner visited Electoral Commission of India for support. All right, I think maybe I don't take this one. They say Albert, but 2023 elections act was not followed at all. How the elections result should transfer and certified wards, constituency, regional and national before announcement with the final results.
Now Facebook, Daifan Kuruma say, if I was Edmond Alpha, I should have resigned my position humbly to save my pride and integrity and also for the good of the country.
All right, more messages. We don't come. This one, they say, Albert, please clarify if there's going to be diaspora voting. Okay, I think this person will ask this question.
Facebook, Jesus Jones say the Chief Electoral Commissioner and Chairman Edmond Alpha is not going to resign Lonta.
All right, so many messages. This one, they say, who nominated Edmond Alpha and who selected him before parliamentary committee? Can you approve the electoral commissioner with only one party in parliament or the presence of all political parties?
Abubakar Rashid na Facebook say, but Albert, apart from going to the court to challenge or prove a claim, the commission is carrying out their duty. Can't they prove that some elections are fraud without going to court?
All right, so come to Albert first for response to some of the messages, then they will take feedback again.
Yeah, with regards to the Chief Electoral Commissioner resign, well, I'm not the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Maybe Ingo answer that question, but the question is, he is properly seated. I mean, the answer to that is that he is properly seated, meaning he goes through all the processes. He is properly seated. When you talk about the Chief Electoral Commissioner, he is
elections is properly seated.
Of course, when you say he is properly seated, we go through all the legal provisions, so he is properly seated.
Not
so I don't
shaking.
know. No, definitely. The interesting thing about India, I've been getting the opportunity for travel with the chairman. We go India. We are yet to sign the MOU, but we are moving towards that. India, they have a democracy wherein they get over 900 million voters, and they get the ECI net. It's a very good system, which, if it happens, if that MOU is signed, we'll get for comeback. The first port of call will be PPLC, because I don't really meet with the political parties. When we discuss them at PPLC, based upon the outcome, if it is favorable for Sierra Leoneans, then it will become part of provisions, if it will become legal or law and it end up in a parliament. But not only when it done, when it reach in a parliament, then it becomes a law, then we'll go apply. But it's a good idea, and there is a very good relationship between the Electoral Commission, India, and ECSL. Now, coming to the other issues of, I think other questions they talk about, which are well, all of them are like integrity, and the thing is, it is only the court that determines right or wrong in elections. The ECSL, as far as we're concerned, we don't conduct credible elections. So if you contest that, if you disagree, you will the assert. Now you for proof. How you want to make me can prove say we say I do it right. I've already done that. That's why I've put out the certified election result. So if you contest that, or you disagree with that, Now you they go to court, but I'm not going to court in that regard. And it is only the court that has that power. You know, when we read electoral laws, every process, every stage, they tell us if there are any issues involved, we're not going to court. Even nominations, you can object. If you're still not satisfied with the commission in ruling, you go to court. So we get provisions in I want to make people go to take time, and we say we'll use that opportunity for come and explain our electoral laws. Say the court, from the start of the processes, they talk about the courts, because now the courts now the arbiter. If you're not going to court, you sit on a corner, or you come on social media, you talk. Everybody go listen to you, but now they tap. Now, when you go to court, then the operations of law they come into effect for say ECSL right or wrong.
Alright, let me take a few more again. Patrick Musa Momodu, they say, Mr. Masako, it's good that you have cleared the air so APC have all the RFs form and they are still requesting for disaggregated data. APC stop fooling the public.
And this one from Mohamed Wusha content at the Facebook page. It's in APC Edmond Alpha dance bar. Too cheap to publicize. He danced, everyone danced. Make we move and put our grievances aside.
For the Mustafa today, they say the 2012 Kono recount weren't going to affect the final outcome, but the first declaration of 2023 was done with 60% of the vote when the Cambia account hasn't started. The two aren't the same.
Mohamed Dadiba Kamara said the former ECSL boss Kone announced 60% of the results while counting was still in progress. The commissioner did not call the final results, but he called the 2023 results by segments.
Musa Kangbai, they say, Director Masako, you really clarify the gray areas regarding certain misconceptions that have been around the EC. Thank you.
All right, we read more messages we don't come in this morning. Alhaji say international funding is stopping because they don't trust the process and they have international observers who are monitoring the progress and they are seeing the corruption clearly.
Kamalo Kamara Abdullah, good morning, Khadija. Please ask him when they are going to pay polling staff their money, since after election up to now they are yet to be paid the polling fees.
Manasi says elections, be it lower level or national elections everywhere in the world, are always contagious. If you feel dissatisfied, go to court with your evidence.
All right. This one, they say, when you contest election, you need to have the spirit of winning or losing election. But the APC did not have the spirit of losing. Sad for our nation.
Yusuf Ramanti say, what's the percentage of votes in national elections of these 15 political parties you keep making reference to?
All right. Can you please respond to the diaspora voting? Yes, but I think that will be the first one.
Yes, it was an oversight. Apologies for that. We have it in this current strategic plan, the issue of diaspora. It is in law, but the wherewithal not the issue. But it is prominent in this strategic plan moving forward. As we say again, we get for engage with the political parties, and now based upon that, now get for make some other things here happen. And when it becomes legal, because waiting at the law currently, it just say the Electoral Commission may simply means we can do it or we don't do it. But if the law is changed, then of course with the Electoral Commission we push for that. For example, we assist Guinea in doing their diaspora voting and all of these things. We assist them now for DOAM, help them for DOAM. So also other countries will assist with for DOAM, but we will have to discuss this. The reason being it's very critical because Salonia, all we embassies, we know it's not the issue. Even if you want to use these structures, some man will say no goodie, some man will say goodie, as the case may be, because these are the ideal places for make them will serve. But all of these discussions now during the engagement in the strategic plan, now they all then things that will come out clear. But I want to make family and say that one a day inside as the commission in plan a roadmap from now to 2028 for make we do diaspora electoral participation. We very much key because they are also Sierra Leoneans. I don't know if there's any other.
Lolo Gasparini, they say APC knows very well that Edmund Alpha 9 they conduct the election. I don't know why they are jittery about the ECSL boss, even though they can talk say they able win election. If for now able win elections, on allow them.
For the Mustafa today, they say he doesn't want to go political, but he's now using the explanation of the SLPP politicians as an excuse to not doing their job. It is the responsibility of the ECSL to publish the results because that's their job. The RFs are just to cross-check if what the commission published is what they give to the people. All commissions around the world have a website where all their detailed data is found. Moral deficiency is the root cause of our problems.
All right, so look at more messages. This one from Isa Alusan Kamara. I say, what about transparency and consistency in the tallying process?
All right, the final one we go take Macmillan Timothy Carter, with APC openly expressing concerns about the recent commissioners issue. What concrete step is ECSL taking to reassure the public that the electoral process remains impartial and credible?
I think I will take that one. I want to use this medium, like we always done to do, for see waiting the electoral commissioner, the chief electoral commissioner and chairman don't see. He's willing and he's ready. He has sent in the olive branch to APC and the UP. UP is the other political party, for make them come on board so that we move with the electoral train. This is the electoral roadmap. And all what I've said here is electoral in nature. I have not said anything that is political. I have not said anything that is political. I just mentioned political parties because how they affect the work. In 2007, we SLPP being vexed by the Electoral Commission. In 2023, APC being vexed by the Electoral Commission. But all that I have stated, now electoral, I'm not there for talk about politics. I'm an electoral expert with over 20 years of experience. And on behalf of my chairman, they don't send the olive branch to the APC and the SLPP. The chairman is properly seated. Please come on board. We'll be having the 29th of April, the first major PPLC engagement, wherein a lot of issues will be discussed. You can still come. You have your reservation, but come and engage. But when you say they come, unfortunately, we cannot stop the process.
Maybe then the freely not go dance.
No, well, the thing is, I'm not really one for going to trivialities, and I'll not go there, dance or not dance. Every human being, as long as you are not dead, you get the proclivity for dance. I'm not going to triviality, see, because I smile. If it's not to you, I smile too. Maybe I just smile because I feel for smile.
But the song has been interpreted by the APC. Say Tindom Bio. Finally, Tindom Bio.
You know, I can't imagine to interpret that again. That song, we're not to missing them. You are una call the songwriter for that.
Chairman dance to.
No, na dance he dance to music. But do ya the person we sing that music, una invite him at this studio, we make her interpret what he mean by that. But really I cannot interpret that. And any other person who interprets that music is doing injustice. Because now you know what they give. Let us call that musician we sing that music, make her interpret what he mean.
Albert, they try for wrap up the program now, but we know say technology they advance now, and the 2028 elections they come on as still in the process on the plan towards that. In any way, on they think technology as soon as they go through the planning.
The commission gets planned, especially in relationship with the Electoral Commission of India, because they get a lot of technology. But it's simple for use. The technology there is simple for you. Well, we get the opportunity. India currently they chair very big international global partnership organizations there where they deal with elections. India they chair. That's the reason why they use them as an opportunity for me to reach out to other countries in democracy. That's why, and because we get good close working relationship with them. However, it is subject to parliament. For me, if we ever get to that point, all of their recommendations here, even whatever goodies we will come up from India, they get for going to parliaments. Now, when parliaments go don't pull the final if Parliament pass law where they talk about technology in elections, definitely we go use them. Just like if Parliament pass law, we go talk about diaspora proper, we go use them. So what I go say is, the whole world, we all, let us talk to our members of Parliament, so that when electoral matters reach the Parliament, make them look at all of which they see. Waiting will make the conduct of elections seamless, easy, and free-flowing if they pass them into law. As I say, even if Parliament don't pass any law, the current law, we can still use them. But if we want to conduct better elections, let us have progressive laws where Parliament go don't pass, whether it is for diaspora, electronic voting, disaggregated sharing of data. If they want to all day into law, we don't get any option as long as it is law. Then we go do them. But Parliament will have to pass some of these good recommendations or views into laws, then we can implement them.
So now Edmund Alpha for conduct 2028 elections.
I don't see any reason why enough for conduct them. I don't want to be pessimistic as saying, or rather, let me put them because I'm religious. If God agree, na ingo conduct them.
All right, many thanks, Albert. We join you this morning. Can talk about so many things. Them we they happen around the commission now, especially preparations. We don't begin according to an electoral calendar for conduct 2028 elections. It'll be a pleasure for getting you this morning and speak around broader issues from 2023 moving forward to all the gray areas that will be surround the electoral commissioner, especially on a new chief electoral commission. Edmond Alpha, hopefully we will get him one day. Himself can talk for himself. Well, now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to Albert Masakwa, the Director of Communications and Public Relations from the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone. Well, you know, for yourself, Albert, they encourage everybody for join the electoral train. We don't start for move and assure the public say they go conduct free, fair, and credible elections where everybody will embrace the outcome of 2020 general elections. Many thanks to we production team, the technical team, Musasa Okoma, and in colleague that we support. Mina Karija Bangwe, they say have a good day.
All right, well, till we meet again, Mabel Kabade, so get a lovely day and goodbye.
Building tomorrow today with Rightmove. Looking for quality, reliability, and innovation in your next big build? Choose Rightmove Engineering and Construction, Sierra Leone's trusted name in transforming ideas into enduring structures. We don't just build projects, we craft landmarks that stand the test of time. From state-of-the-art offices and modern homes to fuel stations, water systems, and infrastructure, our team delivers precision, passion, and perfection. At Rightmove, we are not following industry standards, we are setting them. Through cutting-edge technology, uncompromising safety, and sustainable solutions, we are building a brighter, stronger, and safer Sierra Leone. Visit us at 54 Campbell Street, Freetown, or call 078399475 or 077504338. Rightmove Engineering and Construction. Building quality, building trust, building the future.
It's Labor Day. After all the grind, stress, and queries at the office, It's time to ease your brain, laugh out loud, and feel like the CEO. Laugh and jam with Kingdom and my hustle will make sense on Labor Day, Friday, May 1st, 2026. Venue, prestigious Into Money Hotel, 7 p.m. Ticket prices, 500 million. Answer, 1,000 millions. I mean, table for 4, 10,000 millions. Adil, table for 8, 20,000 millions. You don't buy yourself plenty. Now come and laugh. No excuse. Media partner, Liberty Online TV, and cooked by Amidst Africa.
I say, it don't make sense. I don't make sense.
Wise men bank with UBA.
Wise women too with UBA.
School pupils in Sierra Leone, do you have a creative writing skills? Would you love to win a brand new laptop and a scholarship grant worth up to 50,000 new leones? Then, this is your moment. The UBA Foundation, with support from UBA Sierra Leone, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School Education, is proudly launching the 5th edition of the 2025-2026 UBA National Essay Competition, as the UBA Sierra Leone has teamed up with the Institute for Legal Research and Advocacy for Justice, ILRAJ, to make it bigger and better. Are you a senior secondary school pupil anywhere in Sierra Leone? Then get ready to showcase your ideas. Write a handwritten essay of not more than 500 words on the topic gender-based violence in schools, causes, consequences, and solutions. And yes, the rewards are exciting. First prize, a brand new laptop plus a 50,000 new leones scholarship grant. Second prize, 30,000 new leones. And third prize, 20,000 new leones. Remember, your essay must be handwritten, not typed. Upon submission, please include your full name, passport photograph, your age, town and district, school name, and of course, the name and phone number of your parent, guardian, or teacher. Submit your essay at any UBA branch, MBSSE Regional Office nationwide, or the ILRAJ office, or send us a scanned copy to cfc-leon@ubagroup.com. For more information, please call us on 078 200 200 or 099 22 11 22. Deadline for submission, April 30th, 2026. So, sharpen your pen, share your ideas, and be the voice for change. Visual impaired students are also encouraged to apply. The UBA Foundation National Essay Competition, unlocking young talent and shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Write it, submit it, win it.
I'm a bad number 9. I did dribble, I did dive.
Kalon's Design, they present the king of comedy, the funniest man at salon, comedian faculty. This is the big show where everybody they wait for. The event go happen na Radisson Blue Mamioko Hotel na Aberdeen this year, April 10, and they start 7 o'clock sharp. This year your event gets special title. We call them the DNA edition. It go loud, it go sweet, it go full of serious laugh. Ticket and day for sale as follows. Diploma, 200 leones. Degree, 500 leones. Masters, 1,000 leones. PhD, na by donation. If you want laugh, so tell you belly arts, no miss this one. This them now we sponsor. For sponsorship and more information, call now and make your brand join this unforgettable night with comedian faculty. See you on the 10th of April.
Freetown City Council public notice enforcement of frontage cleanliness. The Freetown City Council FCC has observed with serious concern that many owners and occupiers of buildings within the municipality of Freetown continue to neglect the cleaning and maintenance of their frontages, premises, and private drainage systems. In several instances where cleaning is attempted, waste is left piled near drainages, creating an unsightly, unhealthy, and environmentally hazardous condition. Part 3 of the Freetown City Council Solid Liquid Waste and Collection Bylaws 2024, Clause 8, subsection 1A clearly states, an owner or occupier shall maintain and keep clean his frontage, premises, and private drainage systems. Clause 8, subsection 2 further provides that an owner or occupier who contravenes sub-relegations 1 commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 5,000 millions or to imprisonment for not exceeding 6 months or to both fine or imprisonment. The Freetown City Council hereby informs the public that full enforcement of the city bylaws has commenced. The FCC Metropolitan Police have been deployed across the municipality to monitor compliance, conduct routine patrols, and document violations. Any individual, business, or institution found contravening the above provisions will face immediate penalties, including fines not exceeding 5,000 millions, imprisonment for a term not exceeding 6 months, or both fine and imprisonment as provided by law. A clean city is not only a legal obligation, it is a shared responsibility. When residents fail to maintain their frontages or misuse public spaces, the entire city suffers the consequences. FCC therefore urges all residents, businesses, and institutions to cooperate fully and maintain their surroundings. A clean city begins with you. Maintain your frontage, dispose your waste properly, respect public spaces, and obey the law.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.